Production of the great betrayal. Wholesale murder for the bottom line. Shipping out the poison to the world. Smokestacks choking out the morning sun. Conveyor belts of systematic sin. Global scale of the grand deceit. Engineered to fail and to destroy. Profit from the ruin of the land. Blood is on the cold and shaking head. Ostracized treason is the law. Feeding the insatiable black mob. Selling out the brothers for a gain. Washing in the toxic acid rain. Yeah. Blueprint for the downfall of the race. Optimized for maximum despair. Quality control of the deceit. Everything is built to fall apart. Supply chain of misery and grief. Warehouses of stolen human rights. Logistics of the ultimate betrayal. Exporting the darkness to the stars. Profit from the ruin of the land. Blood is on the cold and shaking head. Massive gears of the corruption turn. Watch the bridges and the cities burn. Production of the evil is complete. Victory is bitter and so sweet. Shut the power to the massive plant. Listen to the angry worker chant. Sabotage the engine of the lie. Underneath the gray and heavy sky. Treason on a scale you can't imagine. Tearing down the fabric of the nation. And just gonna betrayal is the end. Nothing left to fix or to defend. the strong. Static pressure in the cranial vault, forging the endurance in the fire. Nerve of steel and the heart of oak, bracing for the impact of the blow. Unflinching in the middle of the storm, pattern of the warrior is born. Clench the fist and hold the heavy breath, walking through the valley of the dead. Bite the tongue until the copper flows. Everyone the secret never knows. Discipline of metal and of bone, standing in the wreckage all alone. Pressure builds behind the golden teeth, shatter every lie that lies beneath. Hold the line against the rising tide, nowhere for the coward left to hide. inevitable fall. No escape from the election day. Everything has turned to shades of gray. Concrete fate is set within the mold. Story of the end is being told. Final tally of the human soul, losing every shred of the control. Claws tightening around the neck, silent predator in the tall grass. Cold blood pumping through the ancient vein. Wait for the moment of the strike. Flicker of the tongue, taste the air. Prey is frozen in a state of fear. Hypnotic eyes stare into the soul. Shadows moving in a lethal dance. The venom drips from my ivory bone. Primal hunger claims the throne. Teeth of the serpent sink so deep. Venom wakes the ones who sleep. Tearing through the fabric of the light. Underneath the black and hollow sky. Shedding skin to reveal the steel. Lurking in the ruins of the mind. Diamond scales reflect the dying. Like constriction is the only law we know. Wrap the world in a crushing grip. Poison nectar for the thirsty tongue. Slithering through the halls of power. Final warning in the rattling tale. The venom drips from ivory bone. Primal hunger claims the throne. Veins of the viper pierce the vein. Washing out the stains of pain. Swallow whole with egg of pride. Nowhere left for the weak to hide. Crush the skull with a golden coil. Blood will fertilize the barren soil. Ancient monster rises from the mud, drowning everything in bitter flood. Serpent jaws are open wide. Now the gods have nowhere to reside. Sink the needles in the shivering skin. Let the feast of the dark begin. to sand, scattered by a cold and heavy hand. Winter claims the orchard of the mind, left the fruit of agony behind.
Within the wound, bacteria, mercy in the blood, infection of the conscience starts to spread, rotting out the courage of the heart. Sympathy is just a viral strain, weakening the structure of the mind. Fever of the pity starts to rise. forget. Surgical removal of the soul. Isolate the pathogen of grief. Sterilize the memory of pain. Harden like a diamond in the rough. Antibiotics of the coldest stain. Washing out the toxins of the past. Immunity to every human bleed. Evolution of the predator. Amputate the feeling of the shame. Purify the spirit in the flame. Plague of conscience is a heavy weight. Sealing up the iron of the fate. No more weeping for the damage done. Warrior is staring at the sun. Bleach the stains of mercy from the hand. Conquering the dry and barren land. Callousness is the only medicine. Let the reign of vacancy begin. Sickly sweet aroma of the past. Nothing that is built of guilt can last. Eradicate the virus of the heart. Tear the human empathy apart. Rot. Rot. Built upon a mountain of the trash. Statue of the rot and the decay. Golden surface as the maggot swarm. Worshipping the master of the waste. Incense made of burning plastic fumes. Hymns of garbage sung by hollow throats. Towering above the ruined plains. Monument to everything we hate. Filth is dripping from the crown. Tear the holy temple down. Monument of pure filth stands tall. Watching for the heavy sky to fall. Worshipping the stench of the deceased. sitting on a black and filthy throne. Shatter the image of the king. Listen to the heavy hammers ring. Monument of filth is on the ground. Silence is the only holy sound. Holy sound. machine. Systematic failure of the heart. Mechanical logic rules the day. Nothing wasted in the pulverizer. Turn the human spirit into grit. Listen to the sound of snapping ribs. Friction heat begins to rise. Look into the hollow eyes. Bone grind to logic breaks the frame. Nothing left without a name. Reduce a mountain to a pile of sand. Grip the hammer with a heavy hand. Efficiency is the only god. Mincing memories into a pulp. Cylinders of iron never tire. Fueling the engine with the dead. Cold math dictates the final blow. Subtract the mercy from the equation. Raw material for the new world. Grind the history into a fine gray ash. Friction heat begins to rise. Look into the hollow eyes. Cranking the lever of the hate. Sealing up the iron gate. Marrow flowing like a crimson stream. Waking from the static of the dream. Pressure builds until the metal snaps. Falling deep into the lethal traps. One by one we go into the maw. Subject to the fundamental law. Pulverize the structure of the soul. Losing every shred of self-control. Logic dictates that the end is near. Grinding down the echoes of the fear. Zero Kelvin in the logic core. Frost is creeping on the windows of the soul. Calculate the trajectory of strike minus every trace of the war. Reptilian stillness in the gaze. Heartbeat slow into a steady thud. The thermostat is locked on absolute mental clarity of frozen glass. Glacier moving in the inner world. Banner of the winter is unfurled. Cold-blooded sanity is the law. Keeping every predator in awe. Ice is forming on the edge of thought. Everything the fire never brought. Yeah. Sub-zeroism in the heavy dark. Freezing out the noise of the machine. Crystal structure of the lethal plan. Geometry of the unyielding mind. No more boiling over with the heat. Cooling down the lava of the rage. Solidified into a weapon form. Statue of the cold and calculated. Glacier moving in the inner world. Banner of the winter is unfurled. Arctic logic in the burning room. Banishing the shadows of the doom. Shatter like a diamond in the snow.
night. Primal urges screaming from the guts. Adrenaline is pumping through the chest. Vision blurring at the jagged edge. Ancient ceremony of the fist. Sacrifice of sanity and peace. Dancing in the spray of iron rain. Temple built of anger and of scars. Redness flooding every sail. Ringing up the heavy metal bell. Red mass ritual takes
bliss, sealing the destruction with a kiss. Pistons hammering the metal floor. We don't need the pity anymore. Ruin is the fuel for the soul. Finally achieving the control.
Nothing matters in this silent war. Protocol is etched into the bone. Standing on the precipice alone.
son of the machine. Oxygen is replaced by the tar, coughing up the residue of green, filtered through the layers of the smoke, choking on the fumes of the broad.